When you're in pain, whether physically, emotionally, or spiritually, it can feel like nothing helps. Sometimes true relief comes from deeper healing. Meet Cici Safavi, a dedicated energy healer guiding you through the Inviting Grace modality.
Hello, my name is Cici Safavi and I've had the privilege of doing energy healing work for many years. And although I was trained in different modalities such as Reiki and pranic and reconnection and a few other modalities, the current healing practice that I do is something that came to me in one of my meditations. And in fact, this modality is quite meditative in process. And I feel what I do is connect first to a high vibration source and then connect to the person who is requesting the healing and become perhaps a lightning rod or a conduit of that energy and bringing it to this dimension and directing it to where it's needed. I found the work to be joyful and quite spiritual in nature and a privilege to be able to do. Thank you.
Rooted in love, light, and higher consciousness, her sessions help you reconnect with your true self, bringing deep healing and lasting transformation. But don't just take our word for it. Here's what others have experienced after working with Cici.
My name is Nana, I'm 67 years old and I live in France. I've been suffering from idiopathic scoliosis, which is childhood scoliosis, since I was 11. My condition took a drastic turn at the age of 50, right about after menopause. 2 years ago, with the spine completely deformed over a span of 54 years, I was suffering from excruciating pain in the lower back and intermittent sciatica attacks when a friend told me about Cici's gifts. She started healing sessions for me twice a week from afar in February 2020. After only 2 weeks, I could walk straight again for the first time in over 3 years, and the pain relief continued throughout that year. For someone in my condition, what Cici achieved was nothing short of a miracle. She continues to perform healing sessions for me to this day, sometimes without even telling me, and out of nowhere I suddenly feel incredible lightness and pain relief and suspect that it must be her sensing my need and coming to my rescue. Her gift is truly amazing, and there aren't enough lucky stars in the sky to thank or words in the world to express my gratitude to her.
Hi, my name is Furuq, and I've suffered from a neck condition for years. It started with the degeneration process and then got aggravated because of a car accident about 12 years ago. And ever since then, I have avoided intrusive interventions such as a surgery, and I've tried to manage the pain in my neck and shoulders with exercise, physiotherapy, and chiropractic. But because of the pandemic, for a long time, I couldn't have physiotherapy or chiropractic support. And of course, there was also stress because of work and other conditions. And all of this got to a point that the pain in my neck and shoulders was just unbearable and nothing would work. The painkillers, exercise, nothing. And that's when I reached out to Cici. The healing work that she did for me was just amazing. Even after the first session, I could feel how much tension had been released. And with a few sessions, the acute pain had completely disappeared. I think what makes Cici's healing work so effective is not only the fact that she knows the healing techniques, which is of course very important, and also being gifted. I think equally important is the genuine care that she puts into her healing. And it's a combination of all of this that makes her healing work so unique. I'm truly grateful for the healing work that Cici did for me.
Hello, my name is Reza, living and working in Dubai. past 20 years. When an accident happened to me 4 years ago, I got focal fracture at knee joint surface and full thickness ACL tearing, which was a real tragedy in my life. I remember that period of time. All the specialists that I met were thinking of a proper medical treatment, of surgery and hospitalization is required to repair an ACL tear and broken bone. Cici started to do healing on my knee, and I remember within 2-3 weeks all the pain was completely gone, and I could even stand on my leg without any help. She continued, and we had some more and more intense healing sessions, and after a month I just did some physiotherapy, and we reached to the result of beautifully healed knee. Even after 4 months I could go for running and easily work out at the gym. I learned through her how I can rely on true spiritual people to discover the energy that can help me overcome the pain. And I'm so grateful to have Cici in my life, and grateful for Cici's healing work, which is a true miracle. Thank you, Cici. Thank you.
J'ai rencontré Cici plusieurs fois pour les soins énergétiques, soit en personne ou bien à distance. Chaque séance a été pour moi un cadeau. Et j'ai toujours senti que Cici est réellement une conduite divine. Pendant les séances, je me sens comme dans une bulle d'amour, une bulle qui guérit les douleurs physiques et également les blessures émotionnelles. C'est certes que Cici a certainement un don de guérison extraordinaire, mais c'est également quelque chose d'autre qui m'a touchée pendant nos rencontres. C'est son accueil généreux, son écoute généreuse, pleine de douceur, de tendresse et d'amour inconditionnel. Elle a ce don de vraiment d'écouter avec tout son être.
Cici touched my life in many ways. But here I will tell you the very first one, the one that I didn't know her gifts yet. As personality, I'm an introvert and I hate to be the center of attention. In my new team, I was called to present something in front of 35 people and I was not prepared for it. When they called my name, my heart was bumping like crazy and I thought I was gonna faint in front of them. I saw her sitting on my right side and her palm turned to me. It didn't mean anything at that moment, but something happened. Something took all my worries and all my fear away. I stood there and finished my speech calmly. It is funny that I thought it was me. I thought maybe I was comfortable. Well, till my next presentation though. After a couple months, I had been called again to present something in front of the same people. My knee was shaking so badly, I had to pull a chair to prevent people seeing it. She said I'll be okay and sat by me again. And once more, I finished talking without missing a word. But this time, she said, "Did you feel it?" And I was like, I felt for sure something took all my worries away, but I wasn't sure what it was. She said, "I felt a strong energy that was flowing, and I made it flow to you." I still get goosebumps when I remember that moment. Since then, Cici touched my life in many times and many ways. She certainly has a great gift from God with a golden heart. I am so grateful that I got the chance to know her.
Cici is a warm, loving, knowledgeable, and professional practitioner who I wholly recommend to anyone needing healing and guidance in their lives. Cici has a positive effect on my son, and the work that she does support him in various ways. She always makes sure to focus her energies where my son most needs help on a week-to-week basis. I couldn't have asked for a more caring person to appear in my son's life. Thank you so much for being there for us.
Relief that goes deeper. Healing that lasts. If you're ready to reconnect, release and heal, Cici's here to help. Book your session with Cici today. DM Grace to get started with healing.